to my little friend.
Hello, motherfucker.
Well, hello again. Are you ready for round two?
Hello.
All week long. All rise. Iowa golfer Lisa is not late. She was early.
I'll write that down.
Just so you know. Yeah, we keep attendance around here. Welcome. We got a case. Time for some Zoom court. Looks like we got a great bunch of candidates here for this one in Travis County. It is, yes. With a toe picker. It's been
disgusting.
Picking at his toes for quite some time. Judge Marble's back on, sick, we believe, from home again. So, you know.
See, that guy's got ingrown toenails.
He's got something happening. Nice. 9 p.m. East, 8 Central, as Vincent would say. Over on Twitch Friday night. Gonna be fun. The new live PD. A one-time thing, one-off thing. It's happening. Just so you know. We'll be jumping around a little bit here and there. Give you at least an hour. Yesterday was great, by the way. If you missed it, it was we jumped into a really good case yesterday with Walmart against the people of West Virginia, as we say. And yes, happy Tuco Tuesday, as they say. Ricky, good to see you. Birdman, everybody jumping in. I like that. Okay. Schuster the Rooster is present.
Trying out a new marker.
Well, that one's better than the green screen one yesterday.
Yeah, it was at the bottom of the barrel.
It's disgusting. This toe picker, he's still going. Let's jump in and see what's happening and see who got in troubles.
Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
I'm taking everything from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all take everything from me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. No, I don't know what you're saying.
Talk to your lawyer about it. Talk to your lawyer. Okay. Do you want a free lawyer to represent you?
I took everything from me.
What?
What?
Do you want us to give you a free attorney to represent you, Mr. Haywood? Yeah?
Say what? About what?
Would you like us to give you a court-appointed attorney to help you?
I have one. I don't know what to do no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you're going to need a lawyer in court. If you don't have the money to hire one, we can give you one. Do you want us to give you one?
I don't think that this is a mask issue.
I want to do. I ain't got no money.
Okay, so then you would
Black Boom Hour, we call them.
Black Hour.
I don't know what to do when you don't know when you haven't done anything, bro. Probably in your life, you don't know what to do. Time like you don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't hire a son.
Well, like I said, if you can't hire a lawyer, you can request a free lawyer.
Regardless,
request a free lawyer.
The stuff I'm wrapped up in right now.
It's an easy question.
The life I done lived, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, why me? You know what I'm saying? Like, why I'm a man like you? You know, I don't know.
You don't have the money for a lawyer.
That's a great defense.
Right. You want a free attorney?
Why me? I'm a man like you.
Do you want a lawyer?
I mean, I will do whatever it takes, man. I'm like, yes.
Filibuster.
Okay. I'm going to give you a court-appointed lawyer. They're going to reach out to you in the next couple of days.
Since the end of Voyeur Voyage, basically, when we fired this up, we've been watching behind the scenes. He's been picking.
I'll listen.
Entire time.
Listen to whatever the lawyer says.
I mean, like, listen, like, I'm not gonna hurt nobody. I don't want to be hurt, man. There's a lot of moanings going on, bro. There's not a lot of, and it's, bro.
Okay.
I'm not scared to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? That I need my, I'm being followed and everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? I'm being followed. Look at me.
Tinfoil
man.
hat.
I'm confident. Whatever they say about the part about it, the image more people about they're not in their right state of mind. I'm in my right state of mind, man. It's just that I'm being tortured. You know what I'm saying? I'm being tortured in a professional way.
Tortured in a professional way, I believe.
The things that you,
That's good stuff.
the things that you know, the voice of. I'm hearing I'm hearing those voices that people
Can I
have
help?
impact. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I'm hearing those voices. I'm hearing those men in the places where you know what's going on and the places, and it's like I don't want to put them out there like that, like to hurt
Why?
them, to sue them.
Why?
But I want to be able to, man, live in Austin, Texas, man, freely, and not be a violent person, stealing, breaking and stuff.
All right, Mr. Haywood. Mr. Haywood, what
Shut
I'm gonna do,
up.
in addition to giving you a court-appointed lawyer, I'm gonna assign a mental health supervision officer.
That's a good
So
idea.
If you do bond out of jail, you're gonna
That
have
was a call.
name and number of
That's-
a person that you need to contact within 24 hours.
Good
Set up an
idea.
appointment with them. They will set you up to
Double
get
F?
evaluated by a mental health professional and see if we can get what you would ever help you. We can get you. You're talking about hearing voices and things like that, and so we want to try to get you whatever.
And being
assistance you
tortured.
need.
It's not-
In addition, you don't have to
Professionally.
wait till you get out of jail.
Professionally,
If you're back
yes.
to your jail cell. If you should have been screened by a mental health counselor, but if you want to talk to a counselor, let the post officer know, and they'll send someone to talk to you about what other resources might be available. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey, that's a rare appearance during We Got a Case. With,
Very rare. Good to see you, bud.
I mean, I'm saying like I'm hearing things for real, and it's like eventually it will make you go, it will make you do something, man. Like, and I don't want to do nothing. I want you to be able to call the shot, man.
I want
This not
you
to happen to me
to
anymore.
want me.
You not to be able to, man, hear her and do the things. that
I'm
she
no
do,
doctor, but I'd say
to
that's
people,
pretty
man,
spot on,
and
Robert.
the ring of whatever
Maybe.
going on, bro, because it's not. I mean, this is the only reason.
That's
This is the
what
only way
you
I
did
can
there.
come at you in the way that I feel that
Maybe he's pulling the
I
crazy.
meet you halfway, because it's the only time we haven't talked the time when you're a businessman and I'm a businessman in my life.
Oh,
where I
God.
feel like I am a businessman and I don't have anything.
He's a
at
judge.
all.
He's not a
But I wanna
businessman.
make my life, and she's taking over me. You know what I'm saying? She's taking over. It's in her mind that man, that y'all know. You know what I'm saying? And it's not right, man. It's not. I'm saying that it'd be all right if y'all would like not torture me. And
Yeah.
Oh, we're not torturing you.
It's-
and then it doesn't y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Why? Reason why? Because I understand
torturing
that everybody
Biggest
is
complaint.
not gonna like me and everybody's not gonna want me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, I'm saying like y'all can have me.
I don't know what you're saying.
And I've talked to
I'm gonna have to move on, Mr. Haywood. I'm gonna have to move on. I got to deal with some other.
I'm gonna get in a fight now. Somebody shut up.
That's all right. I don't mind, but I do need to move on. Okay. Good luck. George Anthony Hernandez.
I could have seen him go back there and just start throwing.
Beating somebody to death on the back. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, there's something.
Hernandez.
Off to a great start.
Charged with a state jail felony
We all-
unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. Your bond amounts $12,000. You are not going to get a personal bond. You're going to need to hire an attorney or a bail bondsman.
That was easy.
If you do postpone and get out of jail, Mr. Hernandez, you are required to be on an electronic monitor, which means you'd be under house arrest. You're not allowed to leave the house
He's a wee man.
except by permission of the monitoring agency, which is basically.
Oh, I
to
thought
go
it was
to
a
court
female,
and
actually.
maybe to go to work if you have a consistent job at a consistent location.
These are all
So if
men.
you postpone, the monitoring agency is going to come install that device on your leg and you need to go straight home. What?
I say nothing.
Oh, that's someone else talking. Okay. Would you like a court
Black
appointed?
guy going nuts.
Yeah.
You have any
Yeah.
questions?
I know, sir.
Good luck.
I really
guess
want.
I'm in charge of that.
Only thing we have right now.
That's it?
Hold on a sec. Let me just double check.
Me too.
Can you tell me what charges I have?
I want a tour of
It's the
this
only thing that we have right
guy's
now is,
refrigerator.
Unauthorized use of motor vehicle charge.
Even better. Thank you.
All right.
Even better, you didn't catch me on those other things.
Either right. Hey, Wood Booger, thank you for the $10.
Fidencio
Hey, where are the white women at?
Hope you're feeling better.
Hang in there, my pal.
Or as you are here on a bond increase for a previous arrest for unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, the felony court has increased your bond to $8,500.
Oh, I thought it was
To get a
85.
personal bond because
That's a weird number.
allegedly you violated the previous bond that you already had. So you're gonna have to hire a bail bondsman or a lawyer. A bail bondsman may be willing to get you out for 10%. If they do, that'd be $850.
Go on.
You want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer? What?
Yeah, I get one.
I'll get one.
You want a court-appointed lawyer?
Yeah.
Are we all dope sick today? Is that
Eric Roman?
Yeah, I get one. I'm out of here. I don't think no bail bondsman is going to touch him if they had to revoke his last one.
Mr.
Increase
Roman, you are charged with a.
By the way, Wood Booger,
as a state jail felony, evading
I
arrest
read
of
that
motor
as you were
vehicle.
sick as a
It's
dog, not your
actually-
dog is sick.
Should be a third-degree felony.
Sorry.
It'll probably end up as a third-degree felony when it's filed.
Hope your
but
dog feels better.
Right now, it's listed as a state jail felony, evading arrest of a
Sorry.
motor vehicle. Your bond amount is set at $10,000. However, I'm open to considering a personal bond in your case, Mr. Roman, but we don't have any references for you. Do you have anybody we can call who can vouch for you, verify your information?
Of course.
Well, the pretrial officer had asked for some, and they said they didn't get any references from you. What, you got any references? Who you got?
I think work management,
Hey, Dave.
Who?
like
Who?
management at work.
Okay, well, I need a name and number of a person that our staff can call to verify your information.
Okay. It's
My
on
number one
phone.
favorite
I don't know
movie,
the
Deadpool.
numbers.
It's a
Do
good
you
one.
have family or friends we can call that you know the numbers of?
Creed, we should start a
No, I
business
don't know
where we
them
vouch
offline.
for people.
Okay, where are you from, Mr. Roman?
Houston.
Where did you make your
How
millions?
long you been living in Austin?
We vouched for
2
prisoners.
years.
And what
Personal
brought you here?
vouching.
That's right.
Prepaid vouching.
That's right. Yeah.
It seems like work is a lot more prevalent.
Sure.
Hey,
Do you have
Ray
friends or
Ray.
Family here in Austin?
Hey.
Yes.
Who?
Not family though.
Just
About
friends.
100 times.
Where's your family? In Houston?
We're men in tights.
You have a place to live?
Yes.
And who do you live with?
By myself.
Okay. And where you work at?
I work for Upward Logistics. It's a driver position.
How long you been working there?
2 years.
Started yesterday.
You're on a lease, apartment lease right now?
Right.
You understand you need to show up for all your court dates, Mr. Rowe?
I do.
This dude sounds like he's got a real job.
Mr.
Kind
Rowe,
of
I'm
has
gonna go
a
ahead and approve a personal bond for you.
shit
release.
together a little bit.
Here for the guy picking his feet and the guy with no mask.
Your phone numbers, so I'm gonna go ahead and approve a personal bond for your release. You're gonna be released today for free based on your promise to come to all your court dates.
See, it pays to have a
You need come
job
to all your court dates.
and have your stuff together a little bit.
Your first court
Place
date
to
is gonna be-
live, you
Get
know.
out of jail, it'll be sometime in the next couple of weeks. You want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
Court appointment.
Do you have any questions?
So earlier you mentioned it was a state charge, like.
Could be up to a third
is that,
degree felony.
Is that even worse than the third degree?
So the third degree is worse than so a state jail felony is punishable by anywhere between 6 months to 2 years in a state jail facility or probation. A third degree felony is 2 to 10 years in prison or probation. Now, evading arrest in a motor vehicle is a third degree felony, but for whatever reason, they listed it as a state jail. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to stay that way when you get to court. When you get to court, your attorney can
that a
negotiate with the prosecutor.
Clerical
Whether
error,
you don't
maybe?
have much of an arrest history. Have you ever been arrested before?
No.
Just once. We show in 2011. And so your attorney can negotiate with the prosecutor, and maybe maybe there may be ways to keep this off your record or fight it or what have you. There are lots of options you may have, and you need to talk to your lawyer about it. I'm simply telling you that right now it's listed as a state jail felony.
I think that Herman's got the
Diabetes.
Look, Francisco Loza.
good for him. There's a perfect example though why you have a job. And,
Ooh, look at this hottie.
hey now.
Mr.
Hey,
Loza
girl.
was charged with a Class A misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury to a family or household member. Your bond amount set at $2,500.
That's true.
At this point in time, a final decision on a personal bond has not been made in your case. We have not been able to get a hold of the alleged victim in the case. On domestic violence cases, we generally want to talk to the alleged victim before making a final decision on a personal bond to make sure that there is no danger to anybody if you're released. Final decision has not been made on that. Once I get further
Prison
information,
closet.
I'll make a final decision on a personal bond in the next couple of hours. If you do get it, you'll be released later today. If not, you need to hire an attorney or a bail bondsman or come up with the cash to get out. Your bond is $2,500.
Brave
Bail
young man.
bondsman maybe
man.
willing to do it for $250. You don't have to wait. You can try to bond out now that you've talked to me. And a bond
That's a
has been
beaut.
set. If you do postpone and get out of jail, regardless of how, Mr. Loza, you are required to comply with an emergency protective order. Okay. This is
If they
for the
can't find
protection
the
of
person he assaulted,
Cassidy,
and that's it. We're gonna let him escape.
Kuczynski, and it prohibits you from doing four things. You're prohibited
want
from
me to kill him.
violence against her. You're prohibited from communicating with her or members of her household or family in a threatening or harassing manner. You are prohibited from going within 200 yards of her address at 8800 North I-35, Unit 1141 in Austin, Texas.
Yeah,
That's not
Bigfoot.
where you were living, is it?
Hey,
Nah.
Okay, so it shouldn't be a problem for you to stay away from that address since you're not living there anyway. You stay 200 yards away from that address. And then lastly, you're prohibited from carrying a firearm or ammunition. If you have a concealed handgun license, it is suspended while this protective order is in effect. This protective order is going to last for 2 months till September 19th. You're going to get a copy. Make sure you read it and comply with
His
it.
neck hurts from walking around just
It
going.
is punishable by up to a year in jail. You want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer, Mr. Logan?
But that don't make no sense how y'all can't get a hold of her, how I can't get no personal bond.
Ooh.
It's not
Ow.
my fault y'all can't get a hold of her. If she don't want to
Yow.
answer y'all's call, that's not my problem.
Ooh.
Well, you're right. It's not your problem. Nevertheless, before I do a personal bond on a domestic violence case, I want some assurance that there's no danger to anybody.
But
So
there haven't been, so
I'm not comfortable doing a personal bond.
I understand that, but if she sees the calls and she don't want to answer y'all, so I don't see why you can't make a decision on it.
Well, I can, and there are times when I'll do it without the victim's input. But in this instance, and given the prior some prior concerns that I've
Yeah.
seen,
That was dismissed, yes, the other case was dismissed, so that shouldn't matter.
the one in 2020 was dismissed. I know.
He knows his
Yes,
right.
it shouldn't matter. It was a false charge, just like this one.
Right.
Ooh.
Well, I've looked at your criminal record all the way back to
You know
07,
Yes.
and I've read the police report, and I've reviewed some other things that are related to the case.
Yeah, I think they got to talk to the
Based
victim
upon
and kind
all
of get
that,
an idea.
in order
Like
to do a personal
What they want to do, you know.
Yeah.
but Still,
And so
we're malingering with our friend here in jail.
you have the right to be, but I'm not comfortable doing a personal bond without further information. Based upon the information I have at my disposal.
So if she doesn't answer in a couple hours, will you give me the personal bond, or you're just gonna deny because she don't answer your call?
Probably not.
Probably not. What?
I will probably not do a personal bond without getting the information that I'm looking for based upon what I've overheard.
But how is it my fault she don't want to answer your phone calls?
It's not your fault.
So you're not gonna give me a personal bond because she don't want to answer your phone calls?
If I feel as though I don't have enough information to lay to where I feel comfortable with with letting you out of jail on this case, then that's correct.
You're going to tell them what to say.
The last case was dismissed, just like this case was a false case. So I don't get it.
Don't try to get out, honey. I want to have another
Well,
fun
look,
night tonight.
I understand you have your side of the story on it, and I set your bond low.
Call him a cracker.
As assaults go, because I didn't want it to be, too financially difficult for you to bond out. And it's not extremely serious as assaults go, this particular incident. But there are some things that I need to there's some information that I need before I can be comfortable doing a personal bond. I'm not going to go into details, all of that, but
That's pretty self-explanatory. It makes sense. I do.
So you're going to deny it because you don't want to answer your calls and not give you any information?
Yes, he's answered that over and over again.
What's
All right, say this lady hates this guy.
based
These
upon
are
the
Trump
information
charges.
I've read, I have
She just
confirmed
don't answer the phone. He never gets out.
Right.
Allay those concerns, and I haven't resolved it yet.
And what
No.
concerns are those? I'm sure you don't call my references.
I'm not going to get into it any further than I've already tried to express to you in general terms. But to tell you what, you can have your attorney come talk to me, and I'll reconsider. I'll listen to everything he has to say. Okay.
Of course, yeah, my attorney is Benjamin Gergen, but it's like,
Breaking Benjamin
He can come talk
is a
to me.
band.
this makes no sense. Like,
It is
I've never had a personal bond in my life.
Benjamin Gergen or Thursday.
Hey, TK.
I'm not ruling it out, but I'm saying that right now I'm not comfortable with it.
But you're ruling it out just because she won't answer your phone call is what I'm saying.
I've tried to answer your questions.
You're
best
getting
I can.
nowhere.
I can't answer it any further than what I've answered already.
What if she changed her phone number? Then
Bro move. She went down to Boost Mobile and got a new one.
You
Or
want a
Cricket.
court-appointed attorney, you want to hire your own lawyer.
Or
It
Mint.
don't make no sense, man.
Well, it does.
You can hire your own lawyer, Mr. Gardner.
Does make sense.
Mr. Gergen,
Request
your
a
family
court-appointed
owns all the
Please,
people.
I don't want to answer no question.
Oh, then he walks away like it's a mic drop situation. That's
Hear
I-
Millen in the background.
Robert Miller.
I
You
s-
will not control my destiny.
I somewhat understand from his side of
Mr.
things.
Miller,
Yeah.
you are charged with a Class A misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury to a
But-
family or household member.
But that's not how you
Bond
do
amount
it.
set at $3,000. Also, you're also charged with a Class A misdemeanor interfering with emergency telephone call with a bond amount of $2,000. Total amount of your bond is $5,000. A final decision in your case for a personal bond has not been made yet. Still waiting for some additional information. In your case, however, it is possible that I will do the personal bond even if I'm not able to get the further information based on what I'm looking at. My understanding is you've never been arrested before. It's your first time in trouble, correct?
That is correct.
So it's very possible you're going to get a personal bond. A final decision will be made in the next hour or two. You do have an emergency protective order being issued in your case, Mr. Miller. This is for the protection of Mia Thompson, and it prohibits you from doing four things. You're prohibited from committing family violence against her. You're prohibited from communicating with her or members of her household or family in a threatening or harassing manner. You're prohibited from going within 200 yards of 1221 Swenson Farms Boulevard in Pflugerville. You don't live there, so it shouldn't be a problem staying away from there, right? And lastly,
They have weird summer sausage there.
Yeah. It's not as good as the
In
other
the
place.
last 2 months till September 19th, you're going to get a copy. Make sure you read it and comply with it, because if you violate it, it is punishable by up to a year in jail.
I understand.
What?
I understand.
You want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
Mikey,
I'll
Licking
take court
County
appointed. Most likely I'll hire my
Courtroom
own,
1.
Subject to later. Court appointed.
I'm on it.
Do you have any questions?
The old man's up there. Even though this is good, but we like a little variety, as they say.
Punishment.
It
I
is
don't
the
know
spice of life, Creed.
Anything regarding
On a Class A misdemeanor, which is what these are, it's punishable by anywhere between a day all the way up to a year in jail or probation. There's a very large range of how it can be resolved. And you also have the right to fight your case, and your attorney can also try to see if you could plea bargain to negotiate for some type of a disposition to avoid it being on your record. Can't make promises on that. That's something you're going to have to talk to your attorney about.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Good luck.
Just God.
There, man.
Crazy bitch.
Okay, so there's a holder for your
The empty chair.
Okay. Bond will be set at $5,000.
1,000.
Your surety. And probation can change that after
one
they
more.
have their hearing with you, okay? Now on
Okay.
So what, I could get an award on these charges after I see probation?
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, that's all.
yeah. I'm done.
He's on a
Crazy
plane
bat.
Probation.
with cocaine. It's so noisy there today.
I know.
Okay, here's that one. And this must be Brittany Turner, right?
Yes, sir. Hello, Your Honor.
You're here in case 22 CRB 1099. You're charged with theft, a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty 6 months in jail and $1,000 fine. You're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to have an attorney.
That was Cody's
represent
brother.
you. If you couldn't afford an attorney, one would be appointed at no cost. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't look like
What plea would you like to make to this charge?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
good move.
Where'd you steal from? What'd you steal?
Where can she not return to?
Myers.
Ooh,
My guess.
ooh. Let's say the Dollar General.
No, it's always a good one. That's like saying a one on the Price
Anything
is
you
Right.
want
You
to
know what I
say?
mean?
Are you going to want an attorney appointed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you need to fill out that financial statement that the deputy has, and that'll come over and we'll get an attorney appointed tomorrow, okay? If
Okay.
you qualify. Bond is going to be set
Well, we already know I said theft.
at $1,500, cash, surety, or 10%.
He does everything kind of out of order.
Can I get an OR bond, please?
Nope.
Yeah, it's a little off.
Okay, that's it.
Free Brittany.
Got a millionaire coming through.
We didn't hear.
Money Matt. Damn it. I can't believe he's still here. Excited. Ooh, well now.
Oh God, this is gonna be good.
Obviously, she's
Okay,
younger.
you are Alicia
Bet she has
Wood,
the voice of an angel.
and you're
Yes.
here in
For casting spells on young children.
case number 22 CRB 1096.
Practicing witchcraft in the local park.
Charged with criminal trespass, a fourth-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 30 days in jail, $250 fine. You're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to have an attorney represent you if you could not afford one. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, what plea would you like to make to this charge?
Not guilty.
Guilty?
Not guilty.
Not guilty?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Guilty? No. Not guilty. Practicing witchery out of season.
Okay. You understand these people don't want you around their house anymore. You understand?
Yes.
You understand that, right?
All right, be a $500 cash or surety bond.
Hey, T.
That's
We
all.
do, everybody.
Okay, thank you.
That's kind of quick and easy.
No, that's yours.
That's not good.
I like this guy.
Mr. Mitchell's on his way.
What's that?
Yeah, I had to have him take it out.
There she is. So she works both courtrooms.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine.
It's interesting.
Here's her trespassing, just as they said.
Yeah.
Destroying rock at her, asking her not to come around. Don't come around here no more. Don't come around here no more.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, funny money.
Woo, it's been so sweet.
Hello from Norway.
55 Biggins.
Bad thank you. Poor Brittany.
Oh, Brittany. Getting a head start on the next person. Where are we at?
We got 4 people in the audience. I can't tell. It's kind of small. But maybe 2, 3. I think it's 4.
Maybe 4. Oh no!
No. Whoa! I thought that person was topless.
Yeah.
For the last time I saw a pair of jugs that big, 2 hillbillies were blowing up.
Prominent figure.
What's the holdup, Judge?
There we go. Oh wow!
Okay, this is the case of
Is that a tattoo of a black eye?
Colin Mitchell, 22, CRB 1098.
This one's great.
You're charged with
Being a rapper on SoundCloud.
disorderly conduct,
Shocker.
or menacing. That's a
Nah.
fourth-degree misdemeanor.
Bunch of
Maximum
bullshit.
Penalty, 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Of course, you're on probation right now, and the probation
frame.
department has asked for a bond on you until they get an opportunity to set forth the probation violation. Okay? Now, you're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to have the prosecutor prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt.
This is
to
the
a
first time
jury
he's ever
of
been
8
arrested.
people. You're entitled to have an attorney represent you. If you can't afford one, one would be appointed at no cost to you.
He smokes
You understand
Senecas and
that?
drinks Keystone Light.
I get that, yeah.
What plea did you want to make to this charge?
I don't know right now, man. Can I just talk to my attorney? I don't know. I'm not sure right now, man.
You're not sure? You want a continuance in order to talk to an attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, well, we'll continue your case. If you'd like that, we'll have a form. Can we do that? Can you take care of that? He's entitled to an attorney to talk to an appointed attorney.
Somebody say like you can't do a continuance. If he wants to
Yeah,
sit
he
in
doesn't
jail,
wanna
let him
make
sit
it-
in jail.
He doesn't want to make a plea. He doesn't have to.
I mean, you can't force somebody to make a plea, right?
We'll continue. You need to fill out that financial
Asshole.
document the sheriff's deputy has.
I'll get it.
Huh?
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, he's gonna pick his nose. He's going in. He's going in.
Oh. Go back.
Okay.
You sign off on it.
That feet being picked at, not nose.
He's being held on a probation holder anyway.
So he's not getting out. He's on a hold.
No, it doesn't really matter. That's why you don't care.
He's violated probation and he's been doing things menacingly.
Okay.
What's he did?
We'll continue your arraignment time for you can talk to an attorney.
In 3 weeks.
And in the meantime, you'll remain in jail on the holder. Okay? Thank you.
Okay. Grab your socks.
God, I hope we get to see him in a few weeks.
He acted kind of like a little bitch.
Yeah, a little bit.
Beat
Yeah.
the stuff.
You gotta remember when your life is all drugged up and everything else. It's tough coming down.
Matthew Bachman.
Overdrive.
From Bachman Turner Overdrive.
You're right back there at the table, sir.
Don't come near me. Get your ass back there.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Bachman, you're here in case 2022 CRB 1073. Charged with disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor of the 4th degree, maximum penalty 30 days in jail, $250 fine. You have already posted bond on this in the amount of $250, 10%, okay?
25.
You're
big one.
entitled to a jury
$25.
trial and you're entitled to have an attorney represent you. What plea do you want to make to this charge?
Guilty.
Not
Guilty.
guilty?
No, I guess.
Talking to them all.
I don't understand.
Oh, great.
Well,
He
you-
said guilty.
Okay, you posted bond, you're gonna get out here, you're not gonna have to go to jail because your bond has been posted, okay?
You got your 25 big
And
ones.
if you want an attorney, we'll have that form, you have that form that you filled out.
That's what all the hoopla was. Everybody was
We'll
celebrating.
get someone
$25 to
appointed to
Slap
talk
him.
with you
He's
in the
dressed in
meantime,
it. He's-
okay?
he's a buck.
All right, so
Love the way this guy stamps.
bond is set at
It's very old school.
It really is.
2,500 cash surety or.
You think this guy uses a debit card? I got to see him
Already
cashing checks all over town, right?
posted,
Oh, gotta be.
I mean,
okay?
He's on the phone every other day because he's getting messages on his computer that his computer has a virus and he's to call this number right now.
yeah, oh yeah.
All right.
I can see that.
Yeah, make sure did you get that financial affidavit?
Oh, we have quite a crowd today, actually.
Grab a pencil.
Yeah.
You're gonna need it.
Good looking bunch.
6 more potentially.
When he just stole a pencil. Thief.
All right. I'm gonna run out and check trap the weather together up here.
Go ahead. I like this judge. He's
Wayne Michael Little.
Michael Little. Mr. Little. I don't know what his name is. He like sits in every once in a while for different people. He's the sitting judge. I don't want to talk too loud. He might yell at us.
Okay, you are charged with theft. That is a 1st-degree misdemeanor.
But he still.
Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail and $1,000
Bye,
fine.
Angela. Bye.
You're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to have an attorney represent you. If you can't afford one would be appointed at no cost. You understand that?
It's like going before your
What is the
grandfather.
plea to this charge?
Not guilty.
Not guilty?
If I may, sir, can I say something?
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Whatever you say is being taken down.
Okay, that's fine. This paper I received in the mail, it issued a warrant for me, but I don't live where they sent this mail out to anymore. They sent it to 5151 Bay Point all the way in Powell. 5150! And that's the whole reason why.
Where do you live? In Etna?
Yes, I live here on the trailer park in Pataskla, yes.
Okay. You posted bond today, and that was personal recognizance, right? And that's got the correct address on it, so we'll make.
Because he changed, because when the police officer was at the house, he changed it. He retyped it in. That's why.
Well, we can't
Because
have
there's
this.
a
This one I'll
dispute, I
stand.
called the police because there's a family abuse in this, and then I got kind of the blame for it, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in trouble too. Better watch out. He's a veteran of foreign wars, the French Revolution. Come on, Paul, you got this. Look at him. I bet he's got beautiful handwriting too. He come from that generation with great handwriting, even guys.
Okay, you're gonna get a recall condition upon staying away from the
Where?
parties that have filed the complaint. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, can I ask what's that mean?
I live in the trailer
Here's
park,
what it
not
says. It
just
means
any.
You're gonna have, let me spell it out.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just, I really couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying the reporting party, okay, is Kimberly Bowlby.
Yeah, Kimberly Bowling. Yes.
Yeah.
Kimberly Booby?
Stay away.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Don't go near her. Don't write her. Don't send a telegram. Don't even send her a bouquet of beautiful flowers.
Grab her stuff over there, and then put the pencil down.
Ooh, hold on. I got one. Where is it at? There it is.
Monica Angel Rollison. Did I get all those right?
Did you guys see that Colonel Sanders' house in a restaurant?
22 TRG 6025.
We should all go in and buy that together.
You have two charges. The first one is an unclassified misdemeanor,
Does it matter
4510
about the
111.
It's a classic, right? Thank you, Matt.
That's the first charge.
Is that for the broken taillight?
Huh?
Is that for the broken taillight?
And then there is another one, which is a fender backup light. That's a minor misdemeanor.
Yeah, one's for expired tag and one's for a backup light.
Okay, what plea did you want to make to these two charges?
I plead guilty to those ones, but for the license forfeiture that they tried to get me on, they said it was a license forfeiture for a child support order, but I have no child support order, Your Honor, and I've raised all my children, and I've gotten child support from the fathers. I have never had to pay child support. So my license, they're trying to say, was under suspension, well, under a fortification, and they impounded the car. Well, it's not under a fortification, whatever it is, because I had a payout of order already in effect for a fine from where I was driving with a permit without a licensed driver. But then I became valid or whatever, and I had to pay court costs. Well, I was granted to pay out of order, and they said that they put a license forfeiture because of child support, but it wasn't. It was for a fine, and I had to pay out of order, and I had to come down because they didn't find it.
What?
And I had another pay out of order. So really, I wasn't driving under fortification or whatever.
Huh?
My license was valid, and I had
Anthony?
insurance. I showed him insurance when I was pulled over.
She got another ticket, so she got 3 charges. She's got another one. And those 2 there. Yeah. Okay. Then there's a third charge, which is a
Thanks,
failure
son.
to register
That's
expired tag.
Yeah, that's.
I
what
believe
I
that.
pled guilty to that, and I pled guilty for the broken tail light. Because
Okay.
it's my daughter's car. I was driving it.
So you want to plead guilty to the tail light
And the
and-
tags.
and the tag, but you want to plead what? Not guilty on
Not
the-
guilty or no contest.
No,
actually
you
to
don't. If you
the-
plead no contest, I'm going to read the statement of facts and you're going to be found guilty. So I'll mark it not guilty.
Okay.
Okay. And it'll be a $25 fine plus cost on the two cases.
See, my wife can't write cursive or barely read it.
And
My
an
son,
ROR.
they told us when they were in
The other one, and then you
22
can deal with that with the
that
prosecuting
writing
attorney.
is not important.
Okay, when you come back.
They don't need to learn how to write.
All right.
The only thing they need to learn how to do is write their name. That's it.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, you do.
If you write something in cursive, they can't write. They can't read it. So it's like you wrote it in code.
Hey, I will say one thing about this judge, though. When he gets pissed off, he all of a sudden just like it's very lucid, very on it.
She got another ticket, and she said, "You look hot today. Go ahead."
She said, "You look great."
She said, "Your perm was immaculate."
Dad, she wants
Okay.
your number.
Dakota Lee Adkins,
Diet.
Dad, she said,
case
chicken
number
wing.
22, CRB 1074. And
"The ghost of crimes past."
Well, he takes a second. Had a grant over here. I got it pulled up. I was gonna, but licking's on. I love parole, but
did you see that woman in the back?
Oh, I didn't.
you're charged with domestic violence threat, a 4th-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. It appears that you've already posted the $250 10%, right?
Yes,
Okay. And I assume that you want to plead not guilty to the charge. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Happy birthday!
Kinda.
Birthdays. Oh, that lady back there. Oof. You got a face.
You know what? I'm gonna. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say that she is here for one of those dog things without having it on a leash or registered or something.
Oh, you crazy as hell. She was found with something.
Oh, you think so?
Oh my God.
She
I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but her face is like sunken in and
All right.
No,
Not guilty. The bond will be set at 2,500 or 10%, which has already been posted.
Well, when
You're
she gets-
ordered to have no contact with the complaining witness in this case.
when she comes up, if I get a better
And,
look, I
are
may.
you going to need an attorney?
I want to be
appointed
able
for
to change my
Yeah,
mind.
Your Honor, I'll hire one.
you? Okay.
granted.
All right. So that's all you need for today.
Oh, I got
Okay.
stamped it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, now it's official.
Pencil back if you would.
Caller.
We've seen a few come in here with like unregistered dogs or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Dog off a leash.
Okay, next is
Melissa.
William Rene Osorio Garcia.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Bill.
Okay,
I hope nobody knows your middle name.
case number
Mr. Asario.
Renee.
22 TRD 6056.
Toyota
Looks
Racing
like
Development,
You have been
TRD.
charged with speed 72 and a 55,
Oh, how
which is
dare
a minor
look out.
misdemeanor. And
well.
Go ahead. You got this.
Doesn't know how to use a piece of paper either. See how close he was getting to that? It's written in cursive.
What's this parchment we got here?
I just want to show you this guy's glasses real quick that just popped out.
You can get those in prison? Who knew?
Pretty
did
fly
you
for
ever
a.
have a license?
Wait, that doesn't work in that case.
Okay. Okay, so
Got a
that's an
license.
unclassified misdemeanor. What plea do you want to make to these two charges?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Huh?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Okay.
There we go.
Huh?
Are you sure about that, son?
All right.
Trace puntas like Spider.
Okay.
In some
understand
places,
you-
but
you gotta
I mean,
have a
like in the
license to
city,
drive a vehicle.
Yeah, I didn't,
but in Licking
got
County, I
the
don't think so.
today. Actually, someone dropped me off, and to move around, I've been like asking to someone to move me. Do you understand that I'm not supposed to be driving, Your Honor?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
On the speed, it'll be 100 plus cost, and on the license violation, that would be 150 plus cost,
That's Quill.
and that's
He's going by
should be it. They'll
1973.
make arrangements with you. to
I mean,
pay.
these are deals.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Keep the pen.
Now, he's happy as hell with that verdict.
Boy, he was, huh? You don't see that very that's an actual happy customer over there.
Yeah, he was. He's like, hell yes. I was expecting. Ow.
Sapoka, 22
Nailed it.
TRD, not 6026.
Well, hello there.
Looks like you are charged with speed.
He had speed? Was he taking it?
84 and a 50. What plea did you
84.
want to make?
50.
Oh,
Guilty?
hey, did he? I was late for court,
And
John.
you had insurance, so that's covered.
I was opening her up,
Anything
Your
you
Honor.
want to say? Be $100 fine plus cost.
His too. I was just going to say his is going to be a little higher. I
Have a
was.
seat right over there in the first row. He'll take you in and you can
He's
take
doing
your
like what, 40 miles over the
are.
limit?
No need to slow down in Licking County, ladies and gentlemen.
You got 100 on you, you're fine.
You're here for speed. 80 and a 50, 84 and a 50, right? We heard that right.
Uh-huh.
$100. I have a giant fucking smile too.
Yeah, he's like,
Heather Framick? Huh?
It's Framing.
Framick? Okay.
Close enough.
don't you correct the judge, you bitch.
Oh,
And you're here in case
okay.
22.
I'm wrong.
CRB 768.
Very wrong.
And it looks like you've already posted bond.
Yeah, what it was, I ended up, I guess, getting a court date in the mail and they sent it to the people downstairs because I was in the process of moving. So I didn't receive it because I would have came to court. But then, I ended up posting the bond, yeah.
Okay. So you posted the 150?
Yeah, well, it came up to like 204.
Huge charge.
She was
Okay.
speeding. She was going 200 miles an hour.
Okay, so you want to enter, well, did you enter a plea in this at one time? No? Okay.
I mean,
It was, yeah, you did because it was.
I did?
Yeah, you entered a not guilty because it
Oh,
was.
yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, I did.
I was high on
That's
meth
right.
that day.
You're right. I forgot about
Sorry.
that. Yeah.
Your Honor. My man just sent a message that there was
Okay,
an
so that was
explosion.
set back in May, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not.
They didn't say what the
Okey-dokey.
charge was.
You're all set.
Has nothing to do with a dog.
Did you want an attorney appointed or not?
I really don't think I need one, do you?
I bought.
don't know. I mean, it's a disorderly conduct, so.
Yeah.
Raising
Okay,
hell.
well, it'll be set for trial. Go with him. You've
Okay.
already got your bond.
Go on
posted.
$25 hit too. Don't forget.
Yeah, she's getting her purse there.
She's getting her purse. She's not late. She's not running.
Oh, she is cracked out.
Oh yeah, she's super high as hell right now.
All righty, thank you.
She just coughed on her hand and then just put it on that paper and handed it to him.
Yeah.
By the way.
This is lick. They're not in the hot zone right now.
Matt, in this courtroom and the other, it does that. And it's so funny. In other courtrooms outside of licking, it happens. I guess that's it. I think we might be.
Either
done.
that,
Oh,
we
he
can
is.
watch him nap. Oh,
we
one
might.
try, 2 tries.
Oh, he made it. He made it.
Second one's a winner.
He's got his water bottle and
moved
oh my God, he moves as fast as I figured he would. Jesus Christ. Let's just see.
And he gets the old exhale.
Let's listen for a fall. Let's make sure he makes it into the other room. We didn't even hear the old phone ring today.
No. Oh, but he did squeak one out as he was going.
I would have, if we were guessing how many times it takes him to get up, I would have guessed about 3, like the old lady we
3
watched
would've
on Voyage today. All right.
Out of nowhere.
Matt. Back page.
Look at Matt adhering to the $5 day.
Thank you, Matt. Let's jump over here. No Niner yet. Jared's here. Don't worry. And Judge Guy.
Okay. So Mr. Ingram is 26 years old. He is a lifelong Georgia resident.
Of course he is.
He's currently living at an address in College Park with his mother and his fiance, who he's been with for 4 years.
So he's doing great.
As well as their newborn daughter. Mr. Ingram does work, but he has been looking for a more permanent job. Lately, he's been picking up occasional work cleaning homes. So that is his primary
Vouching
source
for
of
other
income at the
criminals.
moment.
Damn it.
As far as education,
About
Your Honor, Mr. Ingram is a high school graduate.
Wow.
One thing he wanted me to emphasize, Your Honor, is that he had a head injury in the past that makes life rather difficult for him. He does struggle with memory loss, vision issues, and he told me that sometimes he can't remember facts as simple as his name.
Well,
when I was on the
not
phone
even
with
the
him,
name.
this was rather apparent, and I am worried about Mr. Ingram's ability to get the help he needs if he remains in custody very long. Just based on his
Yes.
financial circumstances,
he's a
his
single
family
mom.
is of limited means, and he is worried about his ability to make a bond. So, Your Honor, just due to his strong ties, financial
There it
circumstances,
is.
and medical issues, we are asking for support.
All right, thank you. Ms. Sapp?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
The state's recommendation will be $10,000 with a special condition of do not return to one address on one of the warrants and another condition of do not return to the other address. Mr. Ingram has 9 cycles in Georgia, and amongst the 9 cycles, there were 4 for entering auto. He's
But he
still
forgot all
serving
about
probation on one of them. He had 2 convictions for entering auto in Cobb in 2015. One of the cases also involved a burglary in the first-degree charges, and both of those sentences include also 2 counts of felony theft by taking, very similar to what we have here.
Lock your
today.
doors.
He has
Put him
one
out of
case
business.
in Milton County in 2016 for 3 counts of entering auto. The disposition is unknown. And he had 2 probation violations
Entering
in 2016 and 2018 for the convictions in Cobb. And his most recent
Salad.
conviction is from 2021 in Cobb for 2 counts of entering auto. And he was sentenced to serving 7 years.
He can't remember it. Does that mean he's pissed?
From that,
Is that how that
given
works?
his history,
Can't remember
the
his
state has
name
concerns
sometimes.
about him being a high risk to reoffend, as well as a danger to community.
Thank you,
So
Dick.
we recommend a high bond but do not return to those 2 locations. Our victim advocate was able to speak with the victims. They are strangers to the defendant, so we will just recommend the do not return special conditions.
All right. Of most concern to this court is the fact that in 2021, he was convicted of the exact same offense and is currently on probation, and that was obviously not enough of a deterrent. So I am going to go along with the state's request and recommendation of a $10,000 regular bond with a do not return to the addresses, and I will put that in as soon as I can get my computer up and running.
We haven't seen
I don't think so. I agree, Heidi. I do too. I
don't have no record, nothing.
love that.
Okay, well,
Did my
actually, all right. Mr. Ingram, your record does have these things indicated. So you may want to speak to your attorney about that once you have a chance to speak to them, okay?
He's saying, I don't remember.
No, in the,
He's got the perfect defense.
I don't think I'm not on, court.
Oh, big dog, I didn't even look.
So, Mr. Ingram,
Be honest with
I
you.
just advise you not to speak at the moment. Anything that you say is recorded. It could be held.
I just
against
know
you, so I can answer
every
any of
day
your
it's going to be like
questions later.
100 till September.
Mhm. I think it's supposed to be like 94 when we get to the mountains.
Yeah, it'll be a different 94. I mean, it'll be hot when you're out about when you're in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
You're in that area. Oh, especially if you're up higher. Don't forget too. If you're up on a mountain, it's a big difference.
And Judge, what was the bond amount again for his warrant?
It's going to be $5,000 on each for a total of $10,000.
I told you it was
I do not
80,
return.
84 in
Right, thank
Cherokee,
you.
and by the time we made it all the way up to Klingman's Dome, it was 58 degrees.
Yeah, I like
58 on top
All
of the
right,
mountain.
Gregory Phelps.
Thanks, Darren.
I'll spend those while I'm on my vacation.
All right, Mr. Phelps, your attorney, Ms. Collins, has indicated that she's
David,
gone
just
over reading the
reminded me of
warrant in this
something.
case and is waiving the formal reading of that warrant today.
Good
Open the court.
guy.
Warrant
There
issued
is
today.
there at Will and Dawn. There's a couple of videos where they say that they read cue cards during their videos, and one of them is when they're at a McDonald's. Yeah, it's I have to find the clip and send it to you. It looks like they're reading, and then it looks like Dawn reads his line, and he gets kind of flustered. It's pretty funny.
That's where his family.
That would make
Yeah,
so
he
much
didn't sound
sense. That makes so much sense with the way she acts.
Uh-huh.
In Georgia.
Right.
He does work for a temp.
How was your meal?
Let's
It's
go.
called People Ready, and he does forklift driving for them. He's been doing that for about 5 years now, so he has had a good job for about 5 years. He does have his GED. And in terms of the allegations here, I do think it's of mentioning that the alleged pills that were found,
Max.
it looks like it's just 2 pills on the floor.
Oh.
And that does fall under the ADA's backlog policies.
I
could likely be dismissed, and then the other 2 are misdemeanors. We're asking today for a we're asking today for a bond of $3,000. It's my understanding that the state is going to be asking
You mean her sweat?
for a
Like-
bond of $10,000
Yeah.
for the no driving condition. I do understand that
Girdal's a simp for sap.
but in his
No
contract,
driving while on
other
pills.
driving offenses, and I think that would be unnecessarily restrictive for him to be able to go to work and
She has a
things of that
hickey.
nature. So
Yeah,
we're asking for a lower bond, but also
Month.
no special driving condition.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Ms. Sapp?
Thank you, Honor.
This
The
guy's a
state
real
will be
piece of shit.
recommending $10,000.
One
with special
time I wanna hear
conditions,
that.
No driving and no contact with the co-defendant. Mr. Phelps is co-defendant with position 13, Mr. Wade. They both have criminal history, relatively extensive criminal history in Tennessee, in Knox specifically. So I believe that they are
What
acquaintances.
about Knox?
The
Mr.
county,
Phelps
not
has
our
3
Knox.
cycles in Georgia. Your Honor.
Yeah, I wanted to interrupt you for a moment. What was the allegation on the speed?
It was alleged that he was going 89 in a 60 zone.
$100.
And he has an open case for speeding in Tennessee from May 30th this year. It's an open case for simple
Did we
possession.
identify those pills on the floor?
Driving with license suspended.
kinda just
drug-related objects.
Blasted by that, didn't they?
He has another open case this year from March this year in Tennessee for felony theft between $10,000 to $60,000 dollars in loss
Jeez.
and simple possession. He was convicted for voluntary manslaughter in 2009 in Tennessee.
Like I said, real piece of shit.
And his other convictions in Tennessee includes 1 count of Schedule 4 possession
Mhm.
and possession of handgun by a convicted felon
Oh, cool.
in Oh, in fact, sorry, Your Honor, that cycle is the disposition is unknown, so that is not a conviction.
Miss Collins, you didn't
Of
do very
his
good
3
there.
cycles in Georgia, he had a conviction in Cobb in 2016 for possession of a firearm by a first offender probationer, 2 counts of Schedule 2 possession, and misdemeanor marijuana. He was sentenced to 5 years to serve 1. In this case, we are recommending a relatively high bond given the fact that he was operating a vehicle at a high speed while being in possession of drugs, and his co-defendant had similar criminal history.
Been busy.
My recommendation will be similar for position 13. So $10,000, no driving, and no contact with co-defendant will be our recommendation.
That's it?
Your Honor, briefly, I forgot to mention one thing.
I like turtles.
Are you allowed to do that after you already
I just
went?
wanted to mention that my client was cooperative with law enforcement, as I'm also representing his co-defendant. And I'm not sure if you have notes from the officer on the warrant or not, but my client and the co-defendant both informed me that the officer made note of how cooperative they are and said he was going to add it in his notes. So I just wanted to go and relay that as well.
We're really
All right,
grasping
thank you
at
for that.
straws there. I mean,
All right, as it relates to Mr. Phelps, I'm going to, the special condition is no contact with your co-defendant. I think that that's fair, given the extensive history of both of these individuals. So no contact with the defendant.
During our first meeting.
My order as it relates to the driving is simply no driving without a valid Georgia driver's license. If you're a Georgia resident, you have to have a Georgia
no
driver's
driving with
license.
pills
If
by
you're
your feet
eligible to
either.
have a Georgia driver's license, then you can have the ability to drive. It looks like you've been living here long enough for that to apply. And the bond amount is going to be a $5,000 regular bond. And I see that you're raising your hand, sir. Yes.
Now, the only reason why I have a Tennessee license is because I had to go down there and straighten out the sergeant, my driver license down there, so I went down there and paid all that off, and I was in the process of changing my license over to the Georgia license.
Okay. See, you've lived here more than 30 days, so you got to get your Georgia driver's license before you can drive in Georgia.
You know, the mayor of Knox County is none other than
All right, that's the order of the court.
WWE
He's had a chance to sign
superstar
that. Let's go ahead and handle number 13, the co-defendant, Mr. Wade.
Glenn Jacobs. Fun facts. You got something you want to say, Creed? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
All right, Lamar Wade, your attorney has indicated that she's gone over with you the warrant in this case. Obviously, his is a little bit different, it being the possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and is waiving the formal reading of that today in open court. I will hear from your attorney as it relates to setting the bond in this case.
Thank you, Your Honor. I also briefly wanted to mention that our office shows that he has a theft by receiving warrant, or charge, but we don't have a warrant. It's on Odyssey, but there's no.
And is
warrant.
that related? That's related to this case?
Let me look. I believe my paralegal pointed it out to me. I can briefly pull it up. Well, now it's not showing in Odyssey, so maybe it was just dropped. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't pending out
Convenient.
there in the ether. Thank you for that. My
You're
client is
welcome.
35 years old. He has lived in the Atlanta area at the same address with his girlfriend for the past 8 months. I do have contact information for his girlfriend. He is a father. His child does live in Minnesota, though. He owns his own clothing line, and he
does he?
has music aspirations. He's a singer himself. He does rap and R&B music. But he's had his own clothing line for the past few years.
We have our own
He
clothing line
did,
too.
does have his
Red Bubble. Go check it
and
out.
did complete some college. However, he did not. He
Two
did not
new designs went up last night.
college or graduate with a degree. Again, in this case, I would be asking for a lower bond than what the state is asking for. We were going to be asking for a $5,000 bond.
And a
I
hot
do understand
Instagram.
that this charge is different. than his co-defendant, as well as criminal history is different than his co-defendant.
I'm looking.
But because of his financial standings right now, I do not believe that he'll be able to make a bond much higher of $5,000.
Oh, I thought that was a joke about the
just to
Hoover
point
Dam
out that
thing.
he was a passenger
Oh,
in this
I'm
vehicle,
looking.
and he also
I thought we were making jokes about the old judge back then.
No, I said my man sent a message saying Hoover Dam exploded.
Yeah, okay, all right.
for a lower bond of $5,000.
All right, thank you. Ms. Sapp?
Thank you, Your Honor. We are recommending $10,000 and a special condition of no contact with the co-defendant. Mr. Wade has, in fact, more substantial criminal history than his co-defendant, and he does not have any Georgia criminal history. So we have concerns about him being a fly risk. We also have concerns about him being a great danger to society and a high risk to reoffend. He has 5 cycles in Tennessee.
His clothing sucks.
All 5 cycles are open cases. We have a case for aggravated assault, domestic violence from June 2021. Another case also from June 2021 for carjacking and violation of a protective order. And from November last year, 1 cycle for felony theft, drug-related objects, and possession of Schedule 4. Another case in November last year for evading arrest and simple possession. And most recently, from March this year, 1 open case for possession of a weapon by convicted felon, possession with intent to distribute Schedule 1 drugs, possession of Schedule 2 drugs, aggravated criminal trespass, aggravated
Yes.
stalking, aggravated burglary of habitation attempt, and domestic assault. All those are open cases in Tennessee. He has 1 cycle in Kentucky from 2019 for fugitive from justice from another state, 18 cycles in Minnesota. He had convictions before for aggravated robbery, possession of weapon by a convicted felon, violation of no contact order, and 2 open cases, felony open cases from September 2020. 1 for felony theft in motor vehicle.
Yeah,
and
let's
1
see.
for burglary. So
Let's watch this
Your
one.
Honor,
And
in
we'll
this
pop
case,
over to that.
we would recommend a higher bond than what the court gave the co-defendant and a special condition of no contact with the co-defendant. And I checked, there is
Gotta
no
ask for
hold
10K,
in
right?
any other state.
Seems to be the going
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, I consider Mr. Wade's case to be quite different from the co-defendant in the number of pending cases. The fact that Mr. Wade is purported to have had a firearm on him after seeing not only the convictions here, but also the pending charges out
That's
of
his mama
Tennessee, the court finds that of great concern. Mr. Wade is not allowed to have a firearm under any circumstance. And
No
certainly with those pending cases and what I've seen from this warrant, I find
Is he
that to
praying?
be very egregious. So
Or
I'm going to
taking
go
a
along with
selfie?
the state's request and recommendation. It's going to be a $10,000 regular bond, and he is to have no contact with the co-defendant for which he was
Oh, so
arrested in this case. Mr. Wade, you had your hand raised.
Yeah, she just went through a whole bunch of incorrect stuff. You know what I mean? And that's not her.
You know what I mean?
She asked me to talk, so I'm just telling her what I'm saying. Just listen to the ADA say that. I don't have no roads to go other states. I have a couple open cases, but I don't feel about the laws. I'm in to tell prove you. And I've been here 8 months. So she just trying to make things
Your Honor,
worse than they are.
my album Streets next week, just shy of 2
All
million.
right. Thank you,
10,000.
Mr. Wade. My order stays the same.
How'd that work out for you? All right. Yeah. So breaking news, and then we are gonna jump on out of here. We'll be back, of course, for 2 for Tuesday. That's it.
Yeah, actual 2 for Tuesday. One that's really long and one that's just kind of like this, you know.
Y'all heard me?
You heard me? So yeah, this is a video shot by a tourist while there. I don't know any information really other than this.
My goodness, someone's just blown out.
My goodness is what I'd say too.
Man, that would be my go-to. My goodness, something just blowed up.
Just blown out.
Yep. Well, there you go, Creed. That's it.
Thank
Breaking
you, my
news.
man. Appreciate that. They had a little.
I was
boom, boom.
expecting it to be spewing water everywhere.
I agree.
It says a small explosion and fire have been reported at the Hoover Dam Local authorities and witnesses have said the exact circumstances are not immediately known. The incident happened around 10 a.m. on Tuesday when visitors to the dam reported seeing an explosion and fire on the lower part of the dam. Oh, Justin's coming.
Party time. Oh, yeah, Justin is coming. You're right.
DJ Justin.
What a great cam this is.
Ooh, these girls are wearing matching outfits.
Hey, now. All right, guys. Hey, appreciate you. We'll see you back here 405 East for We Got Chase.
Almost made it without coffee.
What are they selling right there? Bucked,
baby. Looking to get bucked tonight, Creed? Come on down. We've got a buck for you, a buck for that guy. Everybody gets bucked tonight. Is this a ride at Disney? It almost looks like.
No, I believe this is a club in another country.
Get in the queue. We got it'll be exciting. Oh, that guy is getting his son bucked.
My man.
Thank you for the breaking news.
Oh, they made a very cute couple. Whoa, coming in.
I didn't know that was a street. I thought it was like a hallway.
Jesus.
Wait for a dump truck to come through here next.
405 East every day. Well, Monday through Friday.
Every.
Later, y'all.
All right, guys. If you haven't already liked this video, think about doing so. If you're looking to get bucked, this is the place for it. 5 days a week, we do it. We do it here.
Don't charge you.
Anything else, Creed?
That was it. See you guys at 4:05.
Until then, take care.
I like trains.